Hello everyone, it's Vicky here today and I am designing for Pinkfresh Studio and I am using the brand new Making the Best of It collection. This just landed with me a few days ago and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I could not wait to get stuck in. I love this photo frame paper here, which has just lots of photo frames framed with flowers, and I wanted to really use that as a feature for my layout. So I'm going to start out by cutting out the center of all of the whole frames on the page. So I'm freehand cutting that with a scalpel. You could also obviously use scissors, but I really like using a scalpel to do this. Um, Although I'm constantly worried I'm going to cut my finger off. So that's my idea. I want to put some photos in there behind those frames. Okay, so I'm going to show you this whole one and then I'm going to skip through the others. But you can see it's a relatively fiddly process, but definitely worth it. I've left some blue around the frame and the flowers, just not cut right up close to them. And there you go. You can see now that I've cut those out and I've put this other deeper cornflower blue piece of paper behind, which I think it contrasts really beautifully with it. And I've also put some photos there. So I'm going to use some foam, sticky back foam, for raising this top piece of paper up a little bit so that I have a little bit of dimension. And I'm going to put some bits and pieces on there. I will skip through this in just a minute, but just to let you know, I put pieces all over and then I use some glue and just stick down to one edge of the underneath paper so that I can just flip it up to make sure that my photos are in the right place. So you'll see how I'm doing that in just a second. So you can see it's stuck down on the left, but I can pick it up, find where I want to put my photos, glue them down, and I know that that top sheet isn't going to move. There we go, just like that. So I'm going to repeat that process with my other two photos. I do have 4 there, but I decide only to use 3 in the end. There we go. So those are just sticking straight to the paper at the bottom. And then I'm going to use some glue just to stick the rest of the top page down to the bottom. Just like that. Perfect. Okay, so I'm happy with how that looks. And I'm going to start to embellish. So I'm going to start off, I think, with the die cuts here. Yep, here we go. There's lots in here. Lots of florals and little tags, and there's a butterfly in there, which I'm always very partial to. So I'm just going to cut this little die cut a little bit. I just want to be able to tuck it in behind, just to add, because there was a little bit of white left on my photo there, so I just want to make sure that's covered over first of all. And then I like that floral there. Just choosing a few things that will just fit in and not take too much away from it. The paper itself is beautiful, so it doesn't need a lot of embellishment. I love these. These are little like pennant banners with paperclip on, so I thought that was pretty cute. So I'm just trying to figure out where to use that, and I realized that I can use it as a paperclip and tuck it in like that. I still do stick that down to the page, but I really like how that looks there. Okay, I think about using some of the vellum pieces, which I adore, but they don't really show up particularly well on the blue background, so I actually skip using those. But you can see how lovely they are, and they have gold accents on them, which is really gorgeous. Okay, next up is my chipboard flare. So I use some of these. These are ever versatile. I have I love who you are. I have perfect is boring. And I have lovely day, which I'm taking a while to choose. There we go. It's coming together. I think the danger here is overcrowding this layout, as I said, because there is quite a lot going on already with that paper. So I've got some puffy stickers here. I'm going to put the butterfly just there. Oh, and here I decide to stick down my floral. My mind does sometimes jump around when I'm scrapbooking. I'm going to stick that down and stick down the little pennants. As you can see, I just stuck to the top piece of paper just to stop it sliding off of there at any point later on. It's a little trio of seed packets, which I thought was really sweet, and I'm going to pop that in there. And the little book, like a gardening book. I thought that was quite sweet in there as well. And some hearts. I wanted to put that gold heart on, and that just sort of pulls across from the gold paper clip that I have. Okay, I'm sticking down some other bits and pieces now, just to make sure this is all down. Apologies for the flare there on the photo. I was doing this under artificial light, so we do have a bit of flare, I'm afraid. It's the pitfalls of winter. Okay, another butterfly from the puffy stickers. No, apologies, they're not puffy stickers, that's from the cardstock stickers. So I'm going to put that one there. And just looking through there, I'm going to put floral just tucked into there. I decided to put a bit of foam on the back of it just to add a bit of dimension to it. And I know I want my title to go around here somewhere, so I wanted it to be at the same level as the paper, the top paper. Okay, that takes just a minute to stick down. And look at these titles. I love them. They're really small and thin script. I just love them. Please Pinkfresh Studio, let's have some more of these. They're absolutely gorgeous. So, and I love the black. It just looks, you know, handwritten on there. I just really like it. So, yeah, definitely love. That's my title, Simple and Sweet, which is what these photos are. And they're just from Snapchat. Very basic photos, but always good fun. And then I found a butterfly in the die cuts, so I add a third butterfly, which I think balances that out completely. So there's the final layout. I really hope it's given you some inspiration, and you'll go and check out the Making the Best of It collection, because it is simply gorgeous. But there are some close-ups coming up as well here. I will link this to the store, this collection, so that you can go check it out. And in the meantime, this has been Vicki for Pinkfresh. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.